Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today in this video, I'm gonna show how to dual boot Mac OS Sonoma and Ubuntu on a PC. So before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please go and subscribe to our channel and stay connected for the latest updates. So without a further ado, let's get started. For this dual boot guide, you'll require a PC that is compatible with Mac OS. To know more about the hardware compatibility list, please check our forum, separate drive for Ubuntu and Mac OS installation, a USB with a minimum of 8 GB, and a working internet connection. This guide is focused on installing Ubuntu and Mac OS on 2 separate drives. Later a guide will be published for configuring a dual boot on a single drive. As of now, I'll be creating Mac OS installer, and Ubuntu from Windows, as I have plenty of USB. If you have only one USB, you can start with Ubuntu, then can use the same USB after Ubuntu installation for creating Mac OS recovery USB. And now it's time to create a Mac OS Sonoma bootable USB. For this purpose, you'll require OpenCore package, OpenCore configurator or OC auxiliary tools, and EFI according to your target hardware. To create an EFI for yourself, follow the guide from the I button. Rufus for formatting the USB. Also, one USB with a minimum of 1 GB is required. Firstly, we'll create a Mac OS Sonoma bootable USB, and after that, we will install it. For creating the USB, you'll need Python. To install Python, open Microsoft Store, then search for Python. Here click on Get to install it. After Python is installed, close Microsoft Store. Now, open OpenCore release folder, then go to the utilities folder, and then copy the path of Mac recovery folder. Now, open command prompt as administrator, and in the CMD window, type cd, and with one space, paste the copied path, and then press enter key. Now, go to the following path of the OpenCore release folder, and open the recovery URLs text file. After opening the text file, scroll down, and then copy the text as shown. After copying the text, paste the text to the CMD window, and with one space type download and then press the enter key, and the Mac OS Sonoma recovery image will be downloaded in a while. After the download is completed, close CMD, and now plug in any USB with 1 GB capacity, and open Rufus. In Rufus window, change the following settings, then click on Start and proceed with the prompts in order to erase the USB. After the USB is erased, close Rufus. Now open the USB, and then delete both .run files. Now copy the following folder from the OpenCore release folder, then paste it to USB. After pasting the folder, put OpenCore configurator or OpenCore auxiliary tools and EFI on the USB. And now the USB is ready for installation. Now it's time to create an Ubuntu USB installer. For that, download the Ubuntu ISO from the link provided under the video description, and after downloading the ISO, plug any USB with a minimum 8 GB capacity, and then open Rufus. Now drag the Ubuntu ISO to the Rufus window, and then modify the following settings, then click on Start, and proceed with all the prompts. After the Ubuntu USB is created, close Rufus, and restart your PC, and boot to BIOS. Here, load BIOS defaults and then change the following settings. After saving the changes, boot to boot menu. Here, select your USB followed by the UEFI prefix, and press Enter to boot. With Select Try or Install Ubuntu, press Enter to boot. After reaching the Ubuntu install screen, click on Install Ubuntu, and proceed with the installer. After reaching here, select the third option, Erase Disk and Install Ubuntu, and then click on Continue. Now from the Select Drive dropdown, select the drive on which you want to install Ubuntu, and then click on Install Now, and continue with the installer. While your PC is being restarted, eject the Ubuntu installer USB. After reaching the Ubuntu desktop, make sure to update it first. After Ubuntu is updated, create macOS USB installer, if not created earlier, or plug the macOS installer USB if created earlier, and restart your PC, and boot to boot menu. Here select your USB with UEFI prefix, and press enter to boot. After booting to open core, make sure to reset the NVRAM ones. Now boot your PC to BIOS. Here in BIOS, set your USB as first boot option, as macOS installation will restart a few times, and if you don't set USB as a first boot option, you'll end up booting to Ubuntu on every restart. After booting to open core, select EFI DMG, and press enter to boot. From here, select your preferred language and click on the right arrow button. And now before proceeding, make sure that you're connected to the internet, For connecting to the internet, you can use a USB router, USB to Ethernet adapter, Ethernet, or Wi-Fi if available. After getting connected, select Disk Utility and click on Continue. Here, click on View and then click on Show All Devices. Now select the drive you unallocated for the macOS installation. The unallocated drive left for the macOS installation won't have any partitions. Also, you can verify the capacity of the drive you left for Mac installation. After selecting the drive, click on the Erase button and erase the drive with the following parameters. After erasing the drive, close the Disk Utility, and now select Reinstall Mac OS Sonoma, and click on Continue. And here, if clicking on Continue doesn't work, quit, install Mac OS and continue with it again, and proceed with the installer. Here, select the drive you created, and then click on Continue. Keep in mind that the installation process may take a while depending on your internet speed, and during the installation, your PC will restart a few times, so don't worry about it. Finally, the Mac OS Sonoma setup screen is here. Set up your Mac OS according to your preferences. After reaching the Sonoma desktop, you must make your PC boot independently, without USB. For that, open OpenCore Configurator, or OpenCore Auxiliary Tools, and mount the EFI partition of the system drive. After mounting the EFI partition, copy the EFI folder from your USB, and paste it into the EFI partition of the system drive. After putting the EFI, eject the EFI partition and USB as well. And now restart your PC and boot to BIOS. In BIOS, set the first boot option as per your preference. And now you can boot either of the OS using boot menu. Finally, everything is done. Now let me show you each OS working one by one. And Ubuntu is working as expected. Let's switch to Mac OS now. And as you can see, Mac OS is also running. And the dual boot has been successfully configured to the PC. So that was it. Hope it was useful. Consider like for the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, just comment down below, or create a thread on our forum. Make sure to check out the forum for in-depth guides. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead.